Hello, everybody. And firstly, just want to say a thank you to Laurie for inviting me to be here with you this afternoon. We're on month 4 of body image as part of the Mindful Way programme. So I'm Kerry Ellis. I'm an image consultant and stylist, and I've been helping ladies and men to look good and feel good in their clothes for about 17 years now. It's making me feel old already. So let me talk to you about how you too can be feeling confident in your clothes. Let's look good, feel good, and honestly, if you put clothes on first thing in the morning that make you feel good, you start the day in a whole different way. So I'm going to share some slides with you. Follow along with me. If you've got any questions, obviously you can fire them through Laurie. I'm sure she'll answer, or contact me direct and I'll give you some details at the end as to how you can do that. So let me share my screen for you. Here we go. Hopefully you can see we are on a screen which shows Wardrobe Wonders, your daily boost of confidence. And that's because I believe that's what it is. So I'm sure, ladies, if you're looking at this, this is probably very familiar to you. You probably have a wardrobe full of clothes, but you utter those words, "I've got nothing to wear." Many people do, and they're the people I really love helping, because we've all got so many clothes in our wardrobes. And it's about making the most of what we've got to help us feel good and confident and have that positive body image. So these are the stats. If you want to know, most of us wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. And it means that the average woman spends about a year of her life, honestly, when they do all these stats, deciding what to wear. And quite honestly, we've all got far more better things to be getting on with than worrying about what to wear each day. So if you can make it easy by choosing clothes that make you look and feel good, then why wouldn't you do so? Let's claim back some of that time and feel confident in the process as well. So this is why I got into doing what I do. Honestly, it's all about the mindset connection with clothes and feeling confident about yourself. And you'll probably know that when you have a bad hair day, or you put on an outfit that you don't feel so good in, it really, really zaps you of confidence. And we don't want that. We want the opposite, don't we? And that's exactly what a really nice outfit can do for you. So as the little picture there shows, never underestimate the power of a good outfit on a bad day, because it can really, really lift you. If you want to delve into this a bit more, there's a really good book that I recommend by Dawn Karen, and it's called Dress Your Best Life. And it talks about this connection between clothes and confidence. And you can see the quote there: "Clothing is the connective tissue between the physical and emotional. People express their emotions, their well-being, and even trauma through their clothes. And clothes, in turn, can be a powerful tool for healing. They can soothe, strengthen, and empower you." And what Dawn Karen talks about is 2 aspects of dressing. So mood illustration dressing, where you put on something because it reflects the mood you're in, and mood enhancement dressing, where you can actually put something on that can give you that boost, that lift, rather than feeling a bit, down in the dumps about things. So yeah, if you've got the time, I would highly recommend that book. It's a really good read. It's quite challenging in places, because her life experiences have been quite challenging, but really, really good read if you'd like to find out more. Or obviously, I'm very happy to talk to anybody along that subject as well. So I would say to you, don't put off feeling good. I hear this all the time from clients. They'll do well, that'll do. I'll just, be around the supermarket and I'll shove something in the trolley, that'll do. And it quite often can be unshapely, unflattering clothes, but they're putting it off. They're only buying those clothes because they're waiting to get to a target weight or size. And that might be you. You're waiting for this magic number to appear. But what that does actually is, in terms of mindset, it means it perpetuates all those negative feelings that we sometimes have. So instead, what I would urge you to do is actually choose clothes that help you to feel good and look good now. So not put it off. As the L'Oreal advert says, you're worth it. You're worth it today. So rather than buying things and wasting money on things that don't make you feel good, I would say to you, buy things that you really, really enjoy wearing and that give you a lift. And I'm going to show you how you can do just that, rather than wasting money on these things that don't do that. So just quickly, the other thing to say about clothes is that they tell people about you. So what you choose to wear tells someone about you just as much as when we look at products, or when we look at a house and we're going to buy it, we want curb appeal. And when we look at cars, we think about what it looks like. And we do that, and it's inbred into our DNA. It's not that we're all being very judgy people. It's just that our DNA says we take in visual clues as well as what someone says and how they behave. So think about what your clothes are saying about you, as well as what they're saying internally to you and how they can boost your confidence. So how do you choose what to wear then? Really a few things, and it's not that complicated. You can make this nice and easy for yourself. First and foremost, the thing that I talk a lot about is knowing your style personality. So wearing clothes that are really you, It doesn't, you don't have to follow fashion. You don't have to wear something because someone else says it looks nice on you. It's all about finding the clothes that really truly feel like you and showcase your star personality. I'll come back to that in a second. Number two, then, choosing colours. Colours can really lift you and they can help you to feel healthy and vibrant and look healthy and vibrant. And other colours can completely drain the colour out of your face. And people will say, you know, are you off to the doctor or something, because they're not that flattering on you. So choosing the colours that will help you to look and feel vibrant, really, really important. And then there's the whole piece which we talk about in terms of finding clothes that actually suit us. So in terms of things that flatter you, and that does come down to looking at your body shape, your height, your scale, and your proportions. But it's not size related. Everybody gets hung up on size, and it genuinely isn't. Your body and your bone structure broadly stay the same. I know we change with hormones and things like that as we go through life, but you can definitely learn very easy tips and tricks as to how to dress yourself so that you look and feel really good about yourself. And then a big one, obviously, you need clothes that work for your lifestyle. So, you know, if you're walking dogs, you don't want to be toitering around in stiletto heels or something daft, do you? So however you spend your time, the idea is that your wardrobe reflects that, and that you have clothes in there that aren't just sitting there, you know, gathering dust for some occasion that never comes. So I talk about the 3 Fs. I talk about finding clothes that fit you, that flatter, and that function for the way you spend your life and the person you are. So very, very quickly, I mean, I would ordinarily choose to spend a long time on this, but just for the purposes of this presentation, choosing clothes that really, really feel like you is the most important thing. So your style personality. So this isn't about size, shape, or anything like that. This is just saying, who are you and what do you want your clothes to sort of say about you? How do you feel about clothes? And without going through all of those there, if you're somebody that has a really, really creative personality, you might be drawn to something on the left-hand side there. So big, bold, vibrant prints, it's flowy, it's very sort of creative and out there, a bit different. If you're somebody that's got a very feminine dress style, you might be particularly drawn to that blouse, the second one in there, with all of its pretty detailing and lace and beautiful sleeves and things like that. If you're someone a bit more classic, you might be drawn to the stripy number and pair of jeans, you know. So whatever your personality type, wearing clothes that feel like you is the most important thing, in my opinion. Then we get to the color equation, and this can make a big difference, as I said earlier. So without, again, wanting to go through too quickly, there is a science that sits behind this, and you can work out which colors suit you depending on their value, so how light or dark they are, which is shown by the rod if you're following the little diagram there. Their undertone, which is shown by the ring that goes around there. So some colours have like a yellow bias to them, so we call those warm colours, and some colours have more of a coolness to them. We call those, have a blue bias to them. We call those cool colours. So very simply, if you took the red in the middle of that circle there, if you add yellow to it, you get yellow red, which is on the right-hand side. If you add blue to it, you sort of get a red-purple colour. In a shop, most reds are just called red, unhelpfully, but you will find there will be either a warm one or a cool one that will suit you better. And that's the same for all colours. So you find out which is better for you, the warmer or the cooler undertone of colours. And then lastly, we have a look at the chroma or clarity, so how bright a colour is. So if you look at the segment there, it's bright at number 12. And the more grey you add to a colour, the more subtle and smoky and muted it becomes. So again, we look at what sort of colours are going to suit you. Are you better in vibrant colour, or are you better in the sort of gentle, subtle colours like a smoky colour? So that's the sort of science. What we're doing is effectively we're looking at your face. So we want to put colours up near the face that work with your hair, your skin, your eyes. So if you've had a colour analysis, you'll know that we're holding up pieces of fabric right up near the face to see which ones suit you, which ones are less good for you. So you will become one of 12 colouring types. And briefly, if you've got lots of light features, so light hair, light eyes, light skin, you'll generally suit light colours up near your face because they go with you. You're sort of matching, harmonising your natural look. The difference between Lulu and Boris just here, Lulu's got a lot of warmth in her look. So she gets light colours, but they've got a warmth to them. And Boris has got the blue eyes, pinky undertone to his skin and sort of cooler hair tones. So he gets light colours, but they've got a cool undertone. The same is true for these people, but they're the opposite. So they're deep people. They need deep, strong colours up near their face. In Johnny Depp's case, he needs those deep colours to have a warmth. And in Anne Hathaway's case, she's got that porcelain skin tone. She needs cooler, deep colours. Then you might be somebody who it's the undertone that's important. So these people, typically speaking, anything from strawberry blonde all the way through to an auburn hair, they need warm colours up near their face. So greens, yellows, browns, all those sorts of colours. The difference here is just the brightness of the colour that will suit them. So Christina Hendricks has got those bright piercing blue eyes that stand out. So she gets bright colours that have got warmth with them. And Dexter there gets slightly more blended versions. And then the same on this side, you get cool people who've got black hair, grey hair, ash blonde hair, cooler features. In this case, you get brightness if you can see those eyes popping, and you get more of a smoky subtleness with Rosanna Barr there if the eyes and the whole look is a little bit more blended, so cool and smoky. And then lastly, we get people who it's the contrastingness of or contrast of their look that's the most obvious. So these people oftentimes, they always have dark hair, and it's often the eyes you notice because they have bright piercing eyes. Here you've got Courtney Cox has got porcelain skin tone, blue eyes, and quite sort of black hair. So she gets bright colours with a coolness. And Michael Ealy there has got the warmer skin tone, so he's got more warmth in his look. So again, he wants bright poppy colours, but with warmth in them. And lastly, if you haven't found yourself yet, you might be somebody we call smoky. So these people, they don't have light hair, they don't have dark hair, they sit somewhere in the middle. And so they look really nice wearing sort of mid-depth colours, more blended colours, similar colours together. Emma there in that particular picture, I know she looks really young there, but in that particular picture, she's got a lot of warmth coming through. So she'd get the smoky, gentle colours with some warmth, and Chris Empworth gets the smoky, gentle colours with coolness. So you may or may not have found yourself in there, but wearing colour can make a big, big difference. So here's an example, just using me with no makeup on, just to show you how it works. So when I do a virtual consultation, this is how I'm able to share colours with people. I look much better if I wear a strong red than I do a beige, for example. So that's just a quick illustration of the difference it can make. So people would stop me and think I was a bit poorly if I was wearing my beige, and the red, I'm a bit more vibrant and a bit more with it. So it can make a big, big difference. And just to share, things can change. So this was a client who came to see me, let her hair go nice and natural during lockdown. She once had dark hair, dark eyes, dark eyebrows, was very deep and warm. She's now got all that coolness coming through in her look, and her eyes, as a consequence of having light hair and now dark eyes, she's got brightness. So she's moved palette completely. So don't assume that whatever you were told when you were, I don't know, 10, 20, whatever, stays the same throughout. It can change. So that's colours. The next thing is the styling side of the equation. And, you know, as I said before, style personality first and foremost, but then these are the things that make a difference. So we look at your height. Are you petite, average, or tall? Your bone structure, so your scale, fine, average, or grand. Proportions, where your waist sits. So are you high-waisted? Have you got a balanced waist, or are you low-waisted? That makes a big, big difference. And then your shape. So broadly speaking, how curvy or straight are you? And those are the things that make a difference. I'm not going to talk through all the different shapes and what difference it makes, but we would broadly have a look at obviously your bone structure, etc., and work out sort of which shape yours is. I actually like to break down the body individually and look at what the shoulders are doing, what the bust is doing, what the waist is doing, etc. But you will find a broad body shape description that will give you some top tips as to how to dress to flatter yourself. So that's body shape. And then this is just to show you one of the things we talk about when we go and have a look at clothing is necklines. So Mary Berry there looks absolutely beautiful in that lovely royal blue sort of colour. Absolutely fantastic. But look at the difference the neckline makes. So small little things can make a big difference. She definitely looks much better on the right-hand side than she does on the left. And that's primarily because she's got slopey shoulders. She's also pear-shaped, so she's slightly broader down beneath. And in the right-hand side, we've sort of extended the shoulder line by the neckline that she's chosen there. So there's lots of little tips that make big difference in terms of how you can look. And then just to show me, here you go, I'm very little, so I'm about 5'2". And when I wear big things, they overwhelm me. So that dress was obviously exactly the same pattern. It came in a long one and a shorter one. And I generally look better if I go for a shorter style, just because the big prints and length of that other dress sort of overwhelms me. So again, your height and your scale will make a big difference in terms of pattern choices, in terms of the volume of clothes you can wear, in terms of the sorts of jewelry you might wear, etc., etc. So hopefully it gives you a little bit of a taster into sorts of things that make a difference. Here's a classic one that I get asked about all the time. So dressing busts. Generally speaking, starchy fabrics like cottons and linens can pull, especially if they're in a shirt that's got buttons over a bust, whereas a nice soft jersey fabric, like you can see on the right hand side there, is really flattering. So again, fabric makes a big difference and choice of item. And then tummies, yeah, you can, that lovely empire line dress on the right hand side there, where empire line means it sits just under the bust and then it flares out, looks so flattering. So I know lots of people are worried about tummies. We're meant to have tummies, it's all good, and we can dress them how we want to dress them. So, and that's just one way you could choose to wear an empire line dress if that suits. So there's definitely different ways that you can use, you know, clothes to flatter. And then I'm a bit of a big advocate about capsule wardrobes. So this is about making life easy. So we have lots of things to do in our lives, don't we? And we have to get dressed every single day. So if you can make that task easy, why wouldn't you choose to do so? So this is just a capsule wardrobe that I put together for a lady I was working with. There aren't many clothes there, as you'll see, but what I wanted to show you is how many outfits you can make. So these are the blue pieces. Just as you can see them as a 23 pieces I'm going to show you. So those are blue pieces, these are red pieces, and these are pink and blue pieces. So you've just got a selection of items there. When you add them up, there are 23 different things there, plus the accessories. And then these are some of the outfits I created for that lady, just from 23 items of clothes. So I'll go through them relatively quickly, but it's just to give you an idea. You won't see an outfit repeated twice. So there's week 1's worth of clothes, there's week 2's worth of clothes, week 3, week 4, week 5, and week 6. So with 23 different items, you've got 6 weeks worth of clothes. You do not need to spend fortunes on your clothes. I'm not somebody that's designer top to toe at all, often in charity shops, etc. You don't need to spend fortunes, and you don't need to have, you know, wardrobes full of lots and lots and lots of different clothes. So you can make life definitely much easier for yourself if you want to, if you like the idea of a capsule wardrobe. And then just to show you, this is something that I do for some of my clients. So this is an app that you would have on your phone, on your tablet, or on your laptop. And basically, once I understand your colouring, body shape, style, personality, you know, the sorts of clothes you like, I'm able to then give you ideas either on a monthly, quarterly, or biannual basis. So this particular lady, I find her clothes biannually. On the left-hand side, you'll see the selection I found for her for autumn, winter, just gone. And then what I do is I put together little looks in this same app. So a little lookbook section, which shows her exactly which clothes to wear together. And the big thing about this is you upload your own clothes. So what I'm actually doing, you'll notice there's no jacket on the left-hand pictures. So the jacket there is her own jacket. So I'm using her own jacket. I think I've got her own tops in there as well. So it's using her clothes and finding other pieces if she potentially wants to add to her wardrobe. So that's another way I can make life easy for you if that appeals. So sort of end of me talking really, but just to sort of say to you, I 100% believe you should be thankful for the body we've all got. We should enjoy spending time doing the things we can do because we've got the body we've got. Yes, we go through menopause changes. Yes, you know, shape can change, etc. But your clothes can be a real sort of boost to your confidence if you would like to, you know, help them to be. So my questions are, is your wardrobe full of clothes that you really enjoy wearing? Do you feel confident in the clothes that are in there already? Because the answer to that hopefully should be yes. Are they full of clothes that are in the right, you know, colours and styles that you like, that fit, flatter and function? And have you made it easy for yourself to get up and out quickly each day? Because there are better things to be doing with our time than thinking about what to wear. So I talk about consciously dressing, and that's what that little image is there. So just putting a bit of thought into it that helps you to feel really positive about the way you look, so that when you look in the mirror, you see an image that you smile inside and outside, and start the day with that positive mindset and taking that forward into your day. So if I can help you with anything, whether it's a virtual color consultation style, or the app sounded of interest to you, or you're fed up with having too many clothes and you'd like a capsule wardrobe, then please do get in contact. Or if you're looking for a certain thing and you don't know where to look, again, just drop me an email. I know Laurie's going to share the details, but you've got my little logo there. So it's Kerry Ellis, image consultant and stylist, and my email address is kerry@kerryellis.co.uk, and the website is www.kerryellis.co.uk. please do get in touch. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. So yeah, please get in touch. Thank you very much.